Thanks, man.
Sunshine.
Let's be real. The world is a mess right now. The economy is spiraling down the drain. Financial markets are in turmoil. Retirement plans are shot, and debt is skyrocketing. We've lost all confidence in the economy. We're angry, confused, and frankly, pissed off. Our government is paralyzed, trapped like deer in headlights. And we're looking for someone to blame. But I'm here to tell you, forget blame. It gets you nowhere. You see, in today's uncertain world, you've only got two options: sink or swim. You can give up, blame everyone else for your troubles, and drown your own laziness and misery. And if that's what you truly want to do, I'm not here to save you. So just go ahead and stop watching my video. I'm not your lifesaver. You're a quitter, too lazy to get off your ass and save yourself from a depressing future. But if you're one of the smart ones, you'll realize that it's time to swim your way to a financially secure future is now. This very moment in time. And boy, oh boy, you really need to hear this right now, right here, in this very bar. In just a few minutes it takes me to finish this beer, I'll be throwing you a life raft that's banked millions of dollars in free commissions. And we'll have you sailing smoothly out of this global economic hurricane. And by life raft, I don't mean any of the usual BS profit miracles we've all been peddled before. You know, those rubbish one-click systems that promise you instant wealth. Or those mobile SMS marketing methods that are flat out illegal and will have you sharing a bunk with a thug called Bubba in C-Block. And definitely not some traffic software that was built to spam and harass the masses, only to get all your accounts blacklisted the second you deployed it. And yeah, unlike all these fraudsters, I'm not going to lie to you and promise the usual: overnight millions with the click of a mouse, fast cars, Playboy mansions, hot girls, and instant sex appeal. Forget all about all of that. Screw the hype and empty promises. This is about one thing and one thing only. You'll get to see how I banked over $3 million in this one-click bank account in under 12 months. And no, that's not another one of those empty promises we've all been fooled by in the past. You see, I too fell victim to a devastating empty promise. Not too long ago, I was taken for a ride by one of the biggest internet marketing gurus around. It's embarrassing to admit it, but the guru ripped me off to the tune of $33,000 for some bogus software and personal coaching. And I'll be honest with you, back then, $33,000 was my family's life savings. I fell victim to the online equivalent of Bernie Madoff, and that's why I'll never trust a scumbag guru again. The scary thing is, unlike Bernie, this guy isn't behind bars. He's still peddling millions of dollars worth of rubbish online, and it makes me sick. And losing your family's life savings doesn't make you a favorite at home. My wife hated me. It wasn't exactly my fault, but after losing every dime we've saved over years, I couldn't really argue with the facts. But here's the thing. You don't need to feel sorry for me. Yes, I was a victim. But do you know the difference between you and me? Well, unlike you, I was literally handed my ticket out of the rat race, and I was given my life raft, and it was something I so desperately needed. And boy, what a savior it was. I now bank serious money each and every day on complete autopilot. Wouldn't you like a life raft that could bank you over $1,500 a day in free commissions? But hey, maybe $1,500 a day doesn't impress you. So what about this second account that brings in well over $5,000 a day for me? And check out another one of my accounts that has already made over $1.3 million in commissions this year. As you can see, I'm talking about a wildly successful stream of free commissions here. So like I said, no need to feel sorry for me. But do you know what makes me really happy? I make that internet marketing fraudster who ripped me off look like he's on welfare, compared to what I haul in now on a daily basis. But before I reveal any more about how I secure these free commissions, you need to know how I fell victim to this internet marketing guru so that you're spared from this evil. Firstly, let me introduce myself. I'm Andrew Thomas. A few years back, I was one of his most loyal followers, and I bought everything he released and recommended to me. After all, this guru was one of the big five. It feels stupid to say it now, in light of what happened, but I actually admired the guy. I thought he had his act together, big time. This guy had money, 2 big mansions, a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, a model wife, and he threw the amazing parties in Vegas. He had it all. I wanted to be just like him, and I foolishly believed he genuinely wanted to help me build my own successful online business. After emailing him and his support team for a while, he promised to hook me up with a killer piece of software that was banking him big commissions online. And it was something he had zero intention of ever releasing publicly. On top of that, he promised to throw in some one-on-one personal coaching sessions to boot. I was excited. My mentor was going to help me make it and make it big. Then he told me to wire him $25,000 for the software. He said this would give me exclusive membership to his inner circle, and I'd join a handful of elite super affiliates that were permitted to profit from his software every day. He said this was a club he'd never advertised online and never spoke about, so I felt incredibly special. I must admit, when he told me how exclusive this club was, I was beyond excited. This was my golden ticket, my real fast track to online wealth and success. A week after wiring him $25,000, he sent me a personal email and suggested I send another $8,000 to upgrade to the more advanced version of the software. I didn't question these fees. Like I said, I believed it was all part of something exclusive. And then, 3 days later, he sent me a link to go and download the latest advanced version of this miracle software. I logged in and put the software through its paces. I looked forward to my first big payday and all the incredible paydays to follow. Well, I hear you ask, did it work? Did this software answer all my hopes and dreams and prayers? Did it live up to all my guru's promises? Did it rake in all the huge piles of cash like he'd guaranteed me? Hell no! It was a big, fat, no hopes flop. I'm no coder or programmer, but even I could see that it was faulty and incomplete, barely patched together into something resembling software. You see, I quickly realized that this software was way more likely to eat into my savings than make me a single dime. And that is pretty much where I ended up, with a piece of crap software. No savings, no dimes, nothing. I was so angry and pissed off. I tried contacting this guru, but he had mysteriously vanished. It was like he'd fallen off the face of the earth. He and his support team were ignoring me. It was such BS. I started posting my story on forums all over the place as a warning to others. There was a lot of sympathy, and I remember one response from a guy who used to work with this big guru, and he was absolutely disgusted. He went as far as to say that it was time someone taught this scammer a lesson. I appreciated the sympathy, but I really didn't think much more about it. Instead, I returned my focus to my day job and just did my best to recoup some of my family's lost savings. These were dark days for me. Then one day, a little thing happened that would change my life forever. An envelope arrived in the mail, addressed to me, containing a CD inside that just had "Payback Time" scribbled on it in black font. To be honest with you, I thought it must have been sent by some nutter or maniac, so I just threw it aside on my desk and thought no more about it. A few weeks later, I was back on my favorite forum and saw an update from the guy who talked about the need to teach this guru a lesson. It had been sent as a private message. It said, "Hey, how's the GFC app treating you? Enjoying the profits? Getting even is the best revenge, huh?" I was so confused. What the heck was this guy talking about? What GFC app? I wrote back asking what on earth he was talking about. He replied instantly. "The CD I sent you," he said, "it has the most powerfully profitable marketing app on it. I sent it for you to use, as I could tell you deserved a real break. I called it the GFC because the app does one thing. It goes out and gets free commissions streaming into any type of online commission account." I thanked him and then raced to find that simple-looking CD I'd ignored for so long. I put it in my computer and followed the instructions it gave me.